It's Memorial Day weekend, 2019, and I'm continuing my dream journal online. So, so hanging out on this hippie swing here that I renovated on my carport. Anyway, so I had a double paired dream many years ago, and all dreams are not let's say, forecast dreams or empathetic dreams, but I can tell that different dreams are different when I have them. Some are just my psyche working its way out, working out problems. Others are just me feeling like I'm insightful to something that someone else is going through, which is kind of weird. So, I had a dream one morning. I was off, and I had a paired dream. I had a dream. My wife at the time, who was a Romanian revolutionary, was a nurse, and she was studying, doing a job interview where she had to take a test, and the test was a bubble test. And she was frustrated because at the time that I was sleeping, she was trying to answer chemistry questions, and she couldn't remember some of the answers. So that was my first dream parallel to what she was experiencing right at that time. So what happened with me is I was dreaming that I was taking a bubble test in history class, which I'm very good at, and I couldn't remember some of the answers to the history class. The second dream I had immediately after that, I was standing in front of a parquet desk, like a Baroque style front door entry table that had parquet in it, and it had different types of wood that were inlaid, and then a mirror. And it was very Baroque, very beautiful, exquisite, something way outside of my price range. And I look in the mirror, and I have completely white hair, and I'm wearing a red double-breasted suit with brass buttons. So I'm looking in the mirror at myself, and I'm like, what is this? And I can see behind me in the dream that the front door is open. And the front door is open. It's this big, fancy, wooden kind of door opening out onto a beach. And behind me on the beach is like an oak tree with Spanish moss. So I knew I was somewhere like Savannah or in the tropics in this dream. I look into the mirror. I look at my suit. I touch my suit like this. And when I pull my hand away and look down at it, all of a sudden I'm filled with this sense of complete terror and horror because blood comes off in my hand, and it turns out that the whole suit is blood, that's why it's red. Then I look into the mirror, I'm like, what is going on? And there's a note on the table right up against the mirror, laying flat, that says serial killer. And I woke up, my heart was palpitating, I was filled with this immense sense of like horror, and I was like, what did that dream mean? So my wife came home later in the afternoon, and I told her about these two dreams, right? So the first dream I tell her about, she goes, oh my God, I was taking a bubble test on chemistry today, and I was really frustrated. I said, well, apparently I was picking up on you. Then later that night, now this is several decades ago, and we didn't have the internet the way we do today, and you caught news on, cable or on your channels. That was the day that Gianni Versace got shot. And he got shot, I think, on his front porch. I've been to Miami. I lived there for 2 years, and I've been by the house before. Now, the dream that I had was not exactly like his house, but it was weird because I was wearing a really tailored double-breasted suit, and I had white hair, and he died that morning, and he was shot. And I feel like that in that dream that I was paralleling what he was feeling the moment that he died, the same way I was paralleling what my wife was experiencing the moment that she was frustrated. So that was a dream that was kind of unusual. Anyway, Cornucopia.